where do you feel that the emotion comes into it? Because I saw you emotional just before. Was that when you were thinking about who you are now compared to who you were, or that like the achievement of what you've been through and what you've actually done for yourself?
I think it's probably the achievement of what I've done and what I've achieved, because the results have just been incredible.
Oh, can you hear me? You're muted.
Mute.
Oh, now I can hear. Hello. Hi, Sarah.
Hi,
How are you going?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. You look amazing.
Thanks.
What?
Just moving on.
Whoa, those guns. Um, Thanks so much for jumping on and having a chat today or tonight for you. What time is it over there?
It's just gone 8 o'clock, I think, or nearly 8 o'clock. Yeah,
And it's still light.
yeah, it's good.
Summer night time in England. Very cool. Well, it's 5 a.m. over here in Australia. But as you know, we seem to time up really nicely with our schedules, with me getting up so early and you staying up at a normal time, which has been really great. But yeah, what I wanted to do is have a chat with you today and talk about your journey with me and with us here at the Hub, to share with some of the other ladies who may be experiencing the same kind of symptoms or journey, or thinking about what they can do if they're struggling. I just think it's really valuable to talk to real people and find out more about what you've been through and where you're at now and how the whole thing's gone for you. So
Okay.
yeah, so do you want to share a little bit about where you were at, how things were for you before we met, before we started working together, which was so you've carried on with me. So this is like 4 months ago, wasn't it? Now
Yeah, so I'm in. Well, I say I'm just moving because of the light.
you were so tanned as well.
I'm just yeah. Where did I start? So I think I'm in kind of week. I call it week 14. I think so. It's the
That's right.
second week,
Yeah.
second of the second
Yes.
package.
Yeah. Second time around. Yeah. So how were you feeling? Where were you at, body and mind, energy, everything before we started out together? And how were you feeling?
Um, I probably wasn't feeling very good about myself. I was probably thinking, or I was thinking, I needed to do something to kickstart some new healthy regime.
Yeah.
Um, I think I was feeling a bit sluggish, a bit irritable, a bit grumpy,
Yeah.
bit wobbly.
Yeah. All those things.
Yeah.
And then in body as well, because obviously your physical transformation has been incredible as well. Can you share a little bit about what your body was like before, sort of looking and feeling wise?
Yeah, I feel that at the time I didn't think I looked like how I looked.
Ah, true. Yeah, good point. Relative.
I thought I actually thought I was smaller than I was. And then
Mm.
when I kind of put my before and after photos together, I was quite surprised that actually I didn't look how I thought.
Yeah.
Someone once said to me, and I she's quite a lot bigger than me. And she said to me, "Oh yeah, because we're the same size." And I was like, "No, no, we're not." And I always just thought I wasn't. I just definitely wasn't the same size, but
Yeah.
on reflection, maybe we
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
No.
We become used to it, right, as well, because we have to find some contentment and balance, I think, or acceptance maybe in where we are at the time, because we can't just live every day hating on ourselves, although we do quite a good job of that as well. But at the time, we sort of have to cope and survive in the situation that we're in. And I think when we hit a point where it just doesn't feel like we're aligning with that energy, maybe that's the point where we think, right, I want to do something. I want to change something. And of course, until you go through that transformation, you're not that person yet. You are still the previous person. So you're in that mindset of relatively who you are at that time, and that mindset changes as well as we go through that physical transformation, which you will have experienced and must feel completely different in your mindset as well now.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I feel completely different. I feel like more empowered. I feel stronger. I feel like um, I feel like I have got more reason to look after myself.
Yeah,
So when I exercise, it's for me now.
yeah, yeah.
Here comes the emotion.
Yeah, it means so much, right? And you're a mum as well. A little Cove. How old's Cove now?
7.
And of course, you've got two older girls as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how old are your girls?
29 and 25.
I mean, what a role model that you are, of course, already would have been, but for the two girls at their age now and Cove at that age, seeing not only, wow, look what my mum can do, how incredible, but how I should love myself and look after myself and nurture myself and how I should be and could be healthy as well. Do you see that come into play with your kids?
Yeah, for sure. Both the girls are now exercising all the time.
Really?
They, yeah. Sophie May, the youngest, she always did. She was always quite fit and she always went to the gym. But Kaylee now she's really started to look after herself. I
Wow.
think she would benefit massively from doing the program.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I don't. I mean, she's a single mum. She lives at home. She's got 2 young children, so I don't know how that would kind of work for her. But she's kind of doing her best to try and get fit as well.
That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, that must feel incredible for you as a mum to know that you're empowering them in that way, and guiding the little one as well in the right direction for him. He's still at home. Obviously, he's eating, what you're making. So those little transitions as well at that age must be so important for him and for all of them, really.
Yeah, for sure. And
Yeah.
he sees me exercising, and he tries to join in as well, which is great.
Yeah, I love that. That's amazing. And so, where do you feel that the emotion comes into it? Because I saw you emotional just before. Was that when you were thinking about who you are now compared to who you were, or that like the achievement of what you've been through and what you've actually done for yourself?
I think it's probably the achievement of what I've done and what I've achieved, because the results have just been incredible. And there was a little period where I didn't really feel I was getting any results, and now every time I look at myself, I'm like, oh, I'm different again today. I feel
Yeah,
like it's changing so much now.
yeah,
But I think the emotion is probably about just it's okay to give yourself at this time, and like because I exercise now every day,
mm,
mostly every day, I
yeah,
always have that time for myself.
brilliant. Yeah,
And I never had given myself that much time before.
yeah. Well, probably quite typical again of mum behavior. That by default, your job is to look after everyone else, and so you would, I imagine, gradually, bit by bit, forget or not have time to look after yourself. So that must feel incredible to have you put yourself first. It must be quite hard to do that.
Yeah, for sure. But I think, like we always say, we haven't got time to do that. I haven't got time. I haven't got time to exercise every day. I haven't got. Actually, I don't know why anyone couldn't fit that in because I set my alarm so I'm up before Cove, and I
Yeah,
exercise before he wakes up.
brilliant.
There
Okay.
are days when I don't, but actually, um, it's been really beneficial for me to be waking up early. And actually, it's
Mm,
great waking up early. It's new for
yeah,
me,
yeah.
and
So
it's
how was
been
that?
brilliant.
Yeah, how was that transition then going from not doing that before? Because there's some ladies that would come to me who are actually literally doing nothing, not going for a walk, not getting up early, not eating in any specific way, no food preparation. So how did you find the transition of everything I was asking you to do or guiding you to do? How did you find that transition? Because it probably doesn't click straight away on day one. There'd be that gradual process.
Well, for me, I'm pretty good. Once I get motivated to do something, I stick to it.
Brilliant.
So
Yeah.
it was quite from day one. It was quite easy for
Okay.
me, really,
Fantastic. Yeah.
and because I gave you the list of food that I ate, and you made my meal plan around the things I already ate. It kind
Yeah.
of didn't feel like I had to change much,
Great. Okay.
um,
Really?
apart from removing snacks and the bad stuff. All the
Yeah.
good stuff that you said for me to eat was what I already had anyway. So I
Yeah.
kind of felt that my meals were already quite good.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. And the lifestyle, the like the timing side of things, and changing from bringing in that earlier wake up time and that regime of training a little bit each day. Did you find that quite easy as well? Was it a fairly smooth process?
Yeah, week one, I felt that I thought in myself, oh, this is going to be easy.
Yeah,
Wow, this is
do that
brilliant.
for a reason.
Yeah, and it so it got me in, and I was like, oh, I think I can do some more. I can do,
Oh,
it's only a few days of exercise. I think I can
yeah,
do more than this. And then week two came, and it was like, oh, this is really different now.
yeah,
Um, but again, because I think because I was self-motivated, because I decided it was the right thing that I wanted to do, and I'd spoken to you, and it was, this is the
that's
right thing. I
great.
just felt, yeah, felt it was the right, yeah, it was definitely the right time. Everything came.
Yeah, that's so good. And I love how you're connecting the fact that you were ready, time wise, your mind was ready, your heart was ready. Logistically, you were, I'm going to just make myself ready as well. And that is actually has led you to find the process not too difficult. Or if anything, you actually said easy, like the transition of it. And I
Yeah,
love that because I want to make things easy, but also transformative. So it's not, I've never seen it like this is a 12-month boot camp. It's a hardcore diet. You're going to do this for 12 months, 12 weeks, go hard and stick to it, and then go back to your previous way of living. I've never wanted it to be like that. I've ensured it hasn't been like that or appeared to be like that. And I don't even call it a diet. I call it a meal plan because I want people to adjust and then be able to go away and learn these tools and maintain and carry on themselves. So for me to hear from you that you did find the process easy is brilliant. That confirms to me that there's some alignment there with what I'm trying to achieve.
mm, yeah, for sure. One of my goals in the beginning was to go into my 50s next year, being healthier and having a whole new regime. And I kind of always wanted from day one to have the meal plan that was going to work, into the future. I wanted it to have some longevity, not just be, like you say, a 12-week plan. And
Yeah,
it 12 weeks is long enough to change your mindset, I think.
so
It
true. Yeah,
has been for me. It's still long enough for me to think, oh, it's okay if I just have, I don't know, a tiny bit of that or a tiny bit, but I don't actually need to have, don't need to have it, or I don't need to have
yeah.
a lot.
That's yeah, brilliant. And I remember you triggered a memory when we were just chatting before about seeing the progressions. I feel like around week 3, 4, or 5, where I was, I mean, with my trained eye, I can see each week the progressions and the transitions in the photographs. And obviously, we've got the physical stats to look at the numbers. But I feel like it was around week 3, 4 where you were saying, "Oh, I can't see a change," and I was going, "Whoa, look at these changes," and sending you back screenshots. Was that time where you were sort of you had some mind trickery with, "Oh, I'm not actually Can you remember that time when you were transitioning but you couldn't quite see it yet?
Yeah, for sure. Because in like, I think it was at the end of week, even when end of week one, end of week two, it was like, wow, I've lost like 2 kilos or something. That seemed to happen really quickly, and then it didn't happen again, and I couldn't figure out why it was. And then I was like, maybe this isn't going to work if I'm still not eating what I was eating before, and I'm still sticking to the plan, and I'm
Yeah,
working out all the time. Why am I not? Why is it not happening for me? But
yeah,
then it just did, and it clicked,
yeah,
and then ever since then it has.
yeah. I remember those weeks, there was some progression. Some of the numbers were coming down. I think the weight fluctuated a few hundred grams. Some of the other numbers, measurements were coming down. And there were progressions each week with the photographs, but your mind was stuck in that. Like, where's the actual physical evidence? I want to see more. But your body was going through that like dilemma of what's going on here. Am I transitioning now? You want me to remove some of this body fat? And it does go through a bit of a crisis until it sees that you're continuing on with your behaviors. You're sticking with the exercise, you're sticking with the meal plan, and it overcomes that crisis. It's actually a brain connection message to the cells, and it can then release that body fat, and it has an exchange of fluid and body fat from the cells. And that's where it chunks down and it really then starts happening.
Yes, so I suppose after that, then that's why it's happening quicker now.
Yeah, because it's believing you. I sometimes call it
Mm.
cellular trust. Like, I made that phrase up, but it's what it feels like to me, because when the body is going through that process, it will have that immediate result of burning, reducing that body fat, and then it's ready and waiting for you to go back to previous behaviors and previous calories and previous body fat amount within the fat cells. But when it doesn't, it's sitting, wandering and waiting are we going down here? Am I removing the body fat, or are you going to store it all back on again? So it
Mm.
exchanges the body fat in the cells for fluid until it's short, and then it releases it all, which is sometimes why we suddenly feel the bloating's gone overnight as well.
Yeah, absolutely. The changes now are just, yeah,
Yeah,
huge.
fantastic. So we did our first 12 weeks together, and you lost, I want to say, was it 9.9 kilos? Got that number, like 100 pounds,
I think it is. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And then I remember you had a week off, and you were thinking, and you came back to me and said, "Hey, I'm feeling great. I'd like to keep going. Is there more that we can do?" So we're now a few weeks into that. So how are you feeling now? New you, new Sarah, new body. You've stepped up a level with your fitness as well. You're doing amazing running. How are you finding? Is it any different this time around, or are you just like off and running even faster?
It does feel different this time around, because I feel like like a bit more in control and have a bit more knowledge, and like I can look at my body and think, oh, I need to do this, or it would be good to focus on that, and
Yeah.
that's been really powerful, because again, I've never really thought that before.
So you've actually learned these tools that you're understanding your body more. So if something happens one day after you've eaten something, or you have some tummy pain or bloating or some body change or symptom, are you actually understanding now more what your body's saying to you?
Yeah, definitely, because I have had a couple of slip ups along the way, like in the last program,
Yeah.
like not slip ups. They were like they were, it was my choice
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
that.
Mother's Day, I
But
remember we had, and one of the kids' birthdays or something.
yeah, and my partner bought me a spa day for my
Oh,
like
yeah.
day,
Yeah.
and on that day I had to. It included having a pudding and a cream tea,
Yeah.
and I had that, and at the time it was like, oh, this is amazing, but it still didn't feel like it would have before. I
Mm,
wasn't really that bothered, but it was amazing.
yeah.
And then yeah, after that for a few days I did feel uncomfortable and not great. So
Mm.
it's just interesting to see how your body does react to those non-foods.
Yeah, yeah. So interesting. Once you've cleaned up, it's now again relatively. It's got a new system, so it's cleaner, and now it's seeing those foods as more harmful or some form of a threat. What are the chemicals in here? What are the sugars in here? I'm not used to this, and and now you're getting those messages from your body, and it's giving you those indicators, which by form of your symptoms, some tummy pain or bloating, and that way then you can your body's talking to you, and you're learning now how to maintain and what to do. You understand now what to do, whereas before maybe wouldn't have been sure what to do, or not even realized it was from the food.
Yeah, sure. I wouldn't have realized, and I'm sure that people just don't. They probably don't notice those symptoms because they have them all the time. So if
Yeah,
they're feeling sluggish or tired or bloated or uncomfortable or grumpy or grouchy or any of those symptoms, they don't know that that's linked to their
yeah,
food. And
yeah,
I've said that to people since. It's because I ate a veggie burger or whatever it was I
yeah,
had, and they're like, well, that wouldn't make you feel like that. And I said, but it actually really did make me feel like that. And you don't feel like that because you eat them all the time.
yeah. and
There's no more.
and you've made me think as well, what we could be labeling it as is, oh, it's perimenopause or it's menopause. I'm getting older, so this is how I'm going to feel now. Did you ever connect those dots as well? And have you seen changes that you were previously labeling as, oh, it's perimenopause, but now they've gone? And so you can then see that it's associated with lifestyle and nutrition, and that you can go through your 40s into 50s without these symptoms.
Yeah, I didn't really feel perimenopausal before. I think I just felt sluggish and
Yeah.
tired, and those are the main things, like
Yeah.
physically, that I noticed.
Yeah. I
But I
also,
feel going into that, sorry, I feel going into that, because that's going to come, isn't it, pretty
yeah.
soon?
Yeah.
Um, that maybe I'm ready and I feel different and stronger, and having doing all the weights and all those exercises, that's going to be much better for me.
Yeah, so true, because any time after our 30s, we're actually finding it, the body's finding it harder to maintain muscle. So, the closer we get, as well as we transition 40s to 50s, in that time, now our hormones are changing. it's even harder to maintain that muscle. So important to do that strength training. And like you say, yeah, that's going to help you mind and body during that time as well, so much. And
Yeah, sure.
can you think back, if we look at the highs and lows during the transition that you went through, can you think of any poignant times where you had particular highs or particular lows that the other ladies who are going to go through this sort of transition and roller coaster that could help them out?
Having the support from my family has been really brilliant.
Yeah.
Like being able to exercise, and because we have a 7-year-old, he doesn't go to school. Because we have a 7-year-old, someone needs to be here with him. So when I go for my run, to have my partner here, like that's always been a high. He's always
Yeah.
been really supportive.
Amazing. And so, just looking at talking about your exercise, your training side of things, because you've got your home based with Cove, and you don't belong to a gym, do you? So we did home based training with you. Can you share a little bit about that? How you felt that went for you, being a mum at home, and the types of exercise and training that you were doing?
Yeah, sure. I think right in the beginning when you said to me, "Will you go to the gym or will you be at home?" I it kind of calmed me down a little bit, because I thought I don't want to go to the gym.
Oh,
I
yeah.
need it needs to be easy for me. I need to be able to do this at home,
Mm,
because I wouldn't have been motivated if I had to go to the gym. I wouldn't have been motivated because it was
yeah.
so easy doing everything at home. And
Yeah.
the other thing, in the beginning, really early, you asked me what kind of exercise equipment I had. So again, the plan was kind of based around what I already had.
Amazing.
Luckily,
Yeah.
we had a few bits. I did buy a few bits, but I think they were really worthwhile
Yeah.
investments to have.
Yeah.
Um, but that was really good for me, and it meant then. Well, I'm assuming that the exercise plan you did for me was about the stuff that I had and
Yeah.
the sort of options I could choose, which made it really, really easy.
Yeah.
And also, I would just like to say that doing all the exercises, so I kind of felt like I had one cardio day, one weight day, one cardio day, one weight day. So the cardio day, I would go out, but if I couldn't go out for some reason, I would make up my own cardio. Like one day, I just danced around the kitchen,
Yeah.
and a couple of times I've done like a few YouTube videos, so like
Brilliant.
an hour hit workout, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
But the exercises were all things that I could do. And the other thing that was really beneficial and really good for me was that each exercise, when you gave me the exercise plan, I could click on the exercise and it would take me straight to a little YouTube clip,
Fantastic.
because
Yeah.
those words were like prone flyers or something. I was like, what on earth is that? So
I
it,
know.
it just was really easy having
Great.
that
Yeah.
link.
When I first set up the link video side of things, because it was a huge job, because I've got hundreds and hundreds of exercises. The reason I did it was because a lot of the exercises I make up. I mean, sure, a lot of trainers make them up, so they're not really made up. But you invent movements, because if you're not in the gym, you haven't got access to all the normal equipment. And so then
Mm.
I would create my own words. And even me looking at it was thinking, they are not going to know what I'm talking about. These need videos. So
Yeah.
that's we went through the process of building the video database. So I'm really stoked that you found that beneficial as well, and you could just click on it from your phone or your laptop and see an example before you do it.
Yeah, it was just so easy, just being able to clip on it and then you watch it quickly and then you click back.
Amazing.
It all just was seamless. It worked really well.
Yeah. And then also you reminded me, so we have a ladies, private and locked ladies hub forum for all of us hub girls on Facebook. And all of you girls are sharing beautiful stories and encouragement and videos here and there. And of course, I'm posting in there as well regularly to educate and encourage the ladies. And I remember that day that it was, I think you were saying it was raining, and you posted that awesome video of you dancing in the kitchen and gave the girls a good laugh and probably some encouragement as well. So did you find or do you find the ladies hub forum beneficial as well, having access to that?
Yeah, it was brilliant. And again, that was really motivational. So I was thinking, what can I do for my cardio today? Right, I'm going to do this. And then afterwards, partway through, I just recorded a bit and thought, I'm going
So
to
good.
share that. It was just brilliant.
So good.
And
Yeah.
I did think maybe that might motivate some other people that
Yeah.
just don't want to go for a run or can't on a
Yeah.
particular day.
Or don't think of dancing as being exercise, which of course it is.
I was exhausted
Yeah.
after that, like literally jumping around the kitchen for an hour. I had the
Yeah.
music on really loud. It was
Yeah.
just trying. trying to do some of the exercises that I'd already done, like, I don't know, different things, but
So good.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah, amazing. And so on that topic of the support, the communication between you and I, we're on the other side of the world. So you would think, oh, no, how's this going to work? It's already online and you're on the other side of the world. But we did quite well, didn't we, to keep in contact? We were messaging on WhatsApp. We had a few phone calls. We emailed all the time. How did you find that? Was that beneficial for you to have that contact and support?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, again. And again, that was really motivational. You know, I knew if we'd spoken or something, you were going to ask me a question. So I could actually tell you that I had done something. But as well, if I ever needed anything and I text you, it was like you always text me back virtually straight away. I just don't know when still don't know when you sleep. I can't work it out. But you were always there at the end of the phone, you know, at the end of the line. If I emailed or messaged, it didn't make any difference that you were in Australia.
It's amazing. Yeah. Oh, I'm so pleased. That's fantastic. You really have done incredibly well. I'm so proud of you. I'm so honored to have been able to actually do this with you as well. It is definitely not just me providing a service to other people. Like, I get so much out of this to see these life-changing body transformation results. Have you got any final thought that you'd want to share, that you might like to share with any ladies watching who are thinking that they're in the position you were in when you started, and whether it might be worth it for them?
Just to say, just go for it. It's only about you, and you're just there to support them through their journey. It's all about them, and if they feel that they're worthy of putting some time in for themselves, then they should absolutely definitely go for it. And it's just so achievable. It's easy. It's easy.
That's so amazing. I love that. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thanks for jumping online today. I will chat to you later because we want to chat about what we're doing this week with training. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. You're brilliant, incredible inspiration, and role model for the other ladies as well. I'm super grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much as well.
Yeah, my pleasure. All right, I'll chat to you soon. No worries.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, see, I couldn't say anything else then because I can't. When I get emotional, I can't speak.
Oh, that's so funny. But this is actually emotional though. Like, it is mind blowing how you change, how you're feeling then, how you're feeling now, how much it changes your life. Like, it really is.
Yeah, definitely.
Amazing. Thank you so much.